Leah here. Welcome back to another video on my channel. Today we are doing another organization project. This comes highly requested, is organization of nail foils. So I am actually going to organize my nail foils into these containers here. These containers, I'll show you just what the front of them looks like. They are bead landing storage containers, bead organizers from Michaels. They have a whole bunch of different compartments. I don't think you can move them around. Ugh. No, these ones are set in here, but I actually am okay with that. Like, I think that I can cut my foils down to fit mostly in these compartments anyway, so I was pumped about that. I got this idea from Beauty Nails Fun. When she organized her foils like that, I thought it would be such a good idea. A lot of people organize their foils, like they take their foils out of these containers as well and put them into like a binder with sleeve compartments. This is how I have all my decals organized, and at the back here, I'm pretty sure I have some foils and stuff. I've got like some little shells that I actually forgot I had, and then you keep scrolling back here and I do have some transfer foil organized into little, what are these called? They're like hockey card holders. I don't love this system, one, because I don't reach for my binder very often. Seriously, like I forgot I had like all of these things. I don't reach for this very often, but also I have heard from some people that sometimes these little foils can stick to your hockey sleeves. Obviously this hasn't happened in this binder because they seem to be okay, but this is another option for you guys, especially if you are limited on space for organization. Putting them in like hockey card holders, I can't remember exactly what those are called, it's definitely an option. But I think I want to keep mine in these containers so that I can just pull out a container and easily grab it. I have a drawer that I'm designating for this as well, so I think for me that will function really nicely. First step to any organization project is to sort into categories. I feel like that will be the tricky part of this, because we do have some foils that have little images and stuff on them, and then we have some that are just plain colors. We have some that are a little bit see-through. We have some that are colors but have a little bit of a pattern. There's a lot for this, so coming up with some categories I think will be interesting. But I think first things first, I just need to start separating these and kind of getting a feel for what I have. And I get most of my foils from Canada Nail Supplies. They have a huge selection of Canada Nail Supplies, but like these ones here from Nail Techniques. A lot of companies carry foils. Creative Beauty has tons of foils as well. I didn't mind storing my foils in these little containers for the longest time, but they do just take up so much room. So that's kind of why I wanted to do something a little bit different. I love these flower ones, and I'm hoping that by better organizing these, I will reach for them a little bit more too. So as I'm sorting through all of these, it's kind of hard to see, but I have different categories. So I've got like my patterned ones over here, which this isn't really a pattern. You're gonna see over here. All my florals are over here. These are all just like solid plain colors, and then these are like textured colors. And then off to the side, it's kind of hard to see, but I've got these kind of see-through papers. I think they call those like angel papers. But what I think I'm gonna do as I'm sorting these, I think I'm gonna mostly sort these in rainbow order, with the exception of like the patterns and the florals. Those are just gonna kind of hang out on their own. But like these ones, if I had like, let's say I wanted to do purple, I would want to look and see all the different shades and colors and stuff of purple that I have. And even though this one is like laser optic, it's still purple. So I don't know, I think that's what I'm gonna do. And this is kind of why I like to do a big sort initially whenever I start any sort of organization project, because then you get an idea of what you have and you can better categorize how it will work for you laid out. And another thing I like to always say when you're doing organization projects, just because you have it in your mind how you're gonna set something up doesn't mean you can't change it down the road. If you guys have been following me for a while, then you know I'm constantly doing organization projects and constantly putting new systems in place. And that's because once you start utilizing a system that you've put into place, if it's not functioning for you, do not be afraid to change it. So even though I'm gonna set all of my foils up into these containers here, if I find this doesn't function well for me, down the road I can change it. Right now I know these take up way too much room in my drawer. I don't wanna do a binder system because I just don't think that'll function very well for me. So this system is something that I'm gonna try out and see how it works. Okay, so I have my categories. I think I'm gonna start with these first because it's my easiest ones. Need my container back. So I'm gonna throw all of my colors back into my container. And then this way, they're separate from everything else and ready to go for when I get to these categories. Now, another thing that I have been contemplating doing that I'm not too sure if I'm going to is cutting these up into ready to go things. I've already decided I'm not doing that though. As I'm talking about this, I'm like, actually no, I don't think I want to do that. But some of these patterns, like this one is holographic unicorn. It's hard to see unless you unfoil it that it's unicorn pattern. So I'm wondering if I should label these. Do these come off? If I can repurpose labels that are already on nail art, I will. Yeah, no, that's too annoying. I'll just leave it. And then these containers, sometimes you can give these away to people because locally I know there's likely somebody who will utilize those. Okay, those are all ready to go. So another option would be to cut these all down so they are all ready to go. You just have like little sheets ready, and I think that's what Beauty Nails Fun did, but I'm just not going to take the time to do that. But I do want to label this now that it's organized. Okay, so I'm looking at this and I'm not sure if I want to leave it like this. I think I can throw in the ones from my patterns here. So now it's all of my florals and my patterns. Love it. I love that you can fit 2 in each one too. For the colors, I need to organize into different shades. This foil here, these like tied ones, oh, they used to be my favorite ones. I think they're from Dollar Nail Art. I don't even know if that place still exists, but they were for sure my favorite ones back in the day. solid color ones. See, it saves so much space putting them in these containers. And then I'm gonna do all of my neutral ones in one more container. These angel papers, I think these are called angel papers. These are so nice to cut up and just kind of inlay in nails. They're just so beautiful. I know Sarah does a lot with these. And that is the neutral ones that I have. So I ended up using 3 containers to complete this project. So we have my colored ones, patterns, and the neutrals. These are just gonna go in my nail desk drawer. It's so much easier to grab these out of here than it would be to even pull them out of like a pocket in a binder. Space-wise, it takes up about the same amount as like just keeping them in a bin here like this does. But this is just better organized and easier to grab, and I think this is gonna personally function a lot better for me. But comment below and let me know what other sort of organization videos or tips you guys want to see. If there's anything you're struggling with to organize that I have not already organized in a video, comment below and let me know, and I'll try and find a solution for you for your nail studio organization as well. Make sure you guys are following me on all my social media, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye.